Hi beautiful peeps, it's Natasha coming at you with another video. Today's video is going to be all about what's going on my face. And what's going on my face is a look comprised of total drugstore brands. So everything from my concealer to my mascara, all that good stuff is from the drugstore, and trying to use minimal amount of products. So it's an affordable look, and it is a look that you can kind of build. You can change up a little bit with the colors that I'm using, and it can be kind of like a dramatic day, or you can even smoke it out more and go for more of a dramatic night look. So I hope you enjoy and continue watching. Alright, so I'm going to start off by applying this Rimmel London BB cream in the matte finish, and I use the color Light. I'm applying it with my fingertips. This is my first time using it, so I think in the future I would definitely use like a foundation brush or a sponge beauty blender type deal. I think it might apply better for me and I wouldn't have to use as much product. It definitely is a very lightweight product, a very light coverage. It does feel good in the skin. I mentioned before I don't really like using like foundations or that kind of thing because I find that my skin feels like it can't really breathe. With this, it felt just like a very nice moisturizer, so I didn't mind it on there at all, but it is a very light coverage. So if you want a very natural kind of healthy look, this is definitely it. So after this is all done, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm trying out for the first time the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous, and I'm using the color Fair. This is I'll say a light coverage concealer. This is, again, my first time using it. I put on way too much, definitely around my eyes and stuff, but I wasn't really sure what to expect from it, being my first time. I do like it under my eyes. I'll definitely try it with a setting powder next time. I found it didn't really cover my blemishes all that well. So I'm not sure how I feel about this concealer quite yet. I forgot that I didn't have a eyeshadow primer when I was doing this look, and I wanted to use all drugstore brands, so I decided to use my concealer as an eye primer as well, and it actually worked out really well. I liked how the shadow applied with this on my lid, and it didn't crease or budge or move around anything afterwards either, so it actually worked out really well. Almost better as an eyeshadow primer than it is as an actual concealer. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow, and I am going to grab, eventually, the Essence All About Sunrise palette. I talked about this in my Essence review, and I'm going to only use this palette for all my shadows I'm using for this look. This palette is under like $5, and so I wanted to try and make a look comprising just all the shadows that are kind of in here. All kind of pearlized, shimmer, glittery kind of shadows. So I'm going to take the kind of light goldish brown color, and I'm going to apply that with my blending brush in my crease. I'm going to kind of just go back and forth in the windshield wiper type motion until I get the kind of blend and color density that I'm looking for. This is going to be kind of like my base to some of my other colors I'm going to apply, and then I can blend this out after. So just going back and forth until I'm comfortable with where the color is at. Then I'm going to take the second brown color up top, a little bit the darker. I'm going to actually use, I was going to go with my blending brush, but I'm actually going to use a thinner tip, so that way I can get more precise application and directly into my crease where I want it to go. So I'm basically going to go back and forth over where I just applied that shadow, that first shadow. I'm going to go back and forth, and I'm just going to deepen my crease, darken it up a little bit in there. Get it darker. I want more color. So doing the same, going back and forth in the windshield wiper motion. Do this until you're comfortable with the darkness, and then if you're not liking how it's blending, just go back with the blending brush and blend your two colors together. If you feel like it's too dark, or you can see like too much of a definitive line between the colors. Next, I'm going to go in with the darkest color of the palette, and this is what I'm going to use with a e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I think it's called like their C brush, I'm pretty sure is the name. And I'm just going to tap that all over my lid, like throughout the whole thing. Tap it back and forth until I feel like my entire lid is covered and I have the color that I'm looking for that's dark enough. My kids are yelling at me. So I'm just tap it on, go nice and gentle back and forth, make sure you're completely covered that whole lid area, and then you'll see it starts to blend in really nicely with the colors that you've got in your crease area. I'm using the darkest shade on my lid because I want that to be the color that really stands out against the gold I'm going to use later. So now I'm going to go in and with that, the same brush I used, I got this from Ebates, I think it's like a dual end brush. I'm going to use the flatter, bigger side of the brush and take the lightest color, so the closest to the white, and I'm going to use that for my brown highlight. And I'm also going to kind of just go over the top part and kind of blend in so it's very uniform with the other shades. I'm going to take my blending brush from the original color we used and just blend out any of the harsh edges that I'm finding, or if there's an area that's kind of pointing out to me that needs to be just softened, that's what I'm going to use it for. Taking the small end to that dual-sided brush, I'm going to go back and take that same color I used for my second color of my crease, and I'm going to put it on my lower lash line. So this is going to kind of give you a smudge smoky look, and make sure you kind of pull the color from where you've finished it on your upper kind of smoky area, your outer V, and then so it all kind of pulls together. In my waterline in the top, in my waterline and in the kind of like outer corner of my tight line, I'm using the Essence O2 Chocolate long lasting eye pencil. This lasts a long time in my waterline and tight line. It's a really great product to use in there. It lasts all day. And now I'm going to take the darkest color that I had on my lid. I'm going to use a kind of flat brush, like an eyeliner type brush, and now I'm going to put that on top of the color on my lower lash line. So I wanted to do like a smoky kind of effect with the lighter color, and now I'm going to go in right tight to my lash line and just give myself almost like a liner effect with that. Now for the pow, the bright kind of pizzazz color, I'm going to use my finger in the bright gold color in this palette, and I'm going to go into my inner corner and I'm just going to tap it onto that area of my eye and then lightly blend it into the other shadows using my finger. I'm using my finger for this because in my review I talked about some of the glitter colors, some of the brighter colors having a lot of fallout, having issues applying it with the brush, and I found with this color and then the orange color in the palette that they apply best, and I get the biggest kind of payout and lasting quality by using my finger. So now that I've got that to kind of draw the attention to my inner line or inner eye, it's not quite as light as I was hoping for, not quite as bright. So I'm going to, once I'm done kind of blending this out, I'm actually going to apply a little bit of that highlight color that I used on my brow bone. I'm going to take that, I'm actually going to apply it very tight to my inner V, my almost on top of my waterline or my tear duct area. And I'm actually going to do that with a Q-tip. I find it's really, really gentle, and it's easier even to use it to kind of smoke out your lower lash line. I like using it, and they're easy to kind of carry in your travel bag or your go bag kind of thing. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the product, and I'm kind of going to dab it on to that inner area just to make it pop a little bit more. I don't want to cover up all the golds. I just kind of want to highlight that inner area because I do have a dark color all over my lid. So I just want to brighten up that inner area a little bit so I don't look too tired and my eyes don't look so small. So that is it for the eyeshadow. What I'm going to do next is apply my mascara, and this is the Covergirl Flamed Out Mascara. This is like my holy grail mascara for drugstores. One coat and I feel like I've got like wow lashes. I'm really impressed with this product. I think it was like the Lash Blast or the Bloom one that I used to use from them all the time. And this is a product that like even if I have one kind of in backup or in stock, if I see it on sale, I like buy it. It's like start the car, fill the cart with like all of them that I have. I'm just terrified that they're gonna stop making this on me for some reason, and then I would cry. So that is the eyes. A pretty quick, inexpensive eye look. And then I'm going to use this color, I think it's like the Color Wheel, yeah, Mosaic Face Powder by NYC. And this is in Pink Cheek Glow. Another really inexpensive product, I want to say around the $5 range. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush. I'm brushing along the apples and then just kind of bringing it up through my cheekbone because I'm not going to use a highlighter or a bronzer for this look. And I'm just going to kind of dust it around the edges of my face. Now I'm going to grab my NYC lipstick, and this one is in shade Bury Me. It's a little darker than I was hoping, but I was actually surprised with the lack of drugstore lipsticks I have. I'm going to have to fix that. But it does give a very bright pop of color. This would also look good with a very nude look, or even just a really pretty kind of colored gloss would look great as well. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and if you'd like to see a different look, please let me know down below. Please subscribe to my channel so you're in the know for all my new videos. And check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. All my links are on my YouTube channel. And I hope you have a fantabulous day. Thanks for watching. Bye!